I don't want to wear the gloves, Jerry. I've taught you 1,000 goddamn times. I don't want to wear... Don't you hand me... Jerry. Fine, but only because this episode's messy. Hey there, kids. It's me, Safari Sam, back in freakishly small gloves. And we're back with another dig kit video. A while back we did a video where I did a bunch of dig kits all at once, and we compared and contrasted them, and I reviewed the individual dig kits, digging up rocks and fossils and whatnot. And I actually thought that was one of our better videos, so we're going to do some more dig kit stuff today. I don't care if you thought it was one of our better videos or not. I thought it was, and fuck you. Jerry says I can't flip you off anymore, but guess what? Oh! So today we are going to be digging into Tektite Outer Space Rock Excavation Kit. This was given to us by Fernbank. Do you know which Fernbank gave us this, Jerry? No, Science Center or Museum? What do you mean you don't remember? Anyways, it was given to us, not for the show, just I think they just didn't want it. Which makes sense because, like, this kind of clam here, this plastic, it comes off pretty easily. You could just, like, I just held it and it just... So it's kind of just taped on there. You see the tape? So we could just show you what it looks like. We just taped it on. Let me read you the back here real quick. The package contains an earthen block, chisel and brush. Place the block on an easy to clean surface on a big sheet of paper. Use a digging tool to gently scrape away the plaster. When you see an object through the plaster, continue digging very carefully. Dig away all the plaster around the object before removing it. Remove the remaining plaster with the brush or a cloth. If necessary, you can wash off the remaining plaster with water. You know, you see dig out 2 genuine Tektites. That's not what I'm used to Tektites looking at, but I'm a zoologist. I don't know about this stuff. Also, fuck you, Jerry. Okay, so to do this, we're going to get a paper plate to... Jerry, did you have your lunch on this? Are we really that fucking poor? Is our budget that fucking low, Jerry? We're in how much debt? Alright, so... Fuck. Anyways, it comes with a little brush. It looks fine. It's a fine brush. It's a brush. Here's our kind of scrape and chisel. Not bad. It's plastic. A lot of the ones we've gotten before in dig kits were wood. In fact, all but one. This is only the second plastic one, which is good. The chisel, I mean, chisels work best if you hammer in the other end of them, but with this it'd be hard to do that. But are you really going to hammer a plastic chisel? For a hand tool exclusively, I guess it's okay, but it's probably not going to get you into much real rock. This is wrapped in plastic. Made in China. China. You remember that? You remember when that was a joke before life became fucking horrifying? Alright, I know this is the cheapest box cutter in the world. But guess what, slag? We're in debt, apparently. So, don't know what we bought that put us in debt. Probably a bunch of dick. Bunch of cock. Plaster rock. It's kind of looks like maybe a moon surface or asteroid or something. And I'll tell you what tektites are as well. I should probably do that, right? So tektites are small pebble-like glassy objects of earth material that have been melted by meteorite impact, splashed up into our atmosphere, and then fallen to earth again under gravity. They often acquire aerodynamic shapes when they partially melt on their return journey. And that was actually, that little factoid was given to us by the Australian Museum. That's right, back in the home country that I miss so very much. Alright, so these are actually really cool sounding rocks. So we are gonna just put it on the cheese and start scraping away, gaping a gay. I would gape a gay. No woman's gonna let me do it, am I right or am I shite? Jerry, don't tell anybody, but I'm cheating. Oh, why is it queefing? Why is it queefing? That's not supposed to happen, is it? God, is it supposed to queef? Jerry, I'm scared. well, I can basically see them now. There's one right there. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Come on, puppy. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Gotta be... I was about to say, we gotta be real careful around it so we don't chip it, and I just chipped it. Because I'm a dipshit. I'm a dipshit. Beep-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boop. What do you mean we can't even afford to parody songs? Parodying songs shouldn't cost anything, Jerry. I'm just gonna keep digging. Just gonna keep... Okay, so that block is in half. I guess we'll just work with this one now. God, they're a little too close to the top. Almost makes it a little too easy, you know what I mean? Almost just makes it a little too easy. Just one dip in water and I had everything I wanted. Ah! There we go. That's one. Drop it in there, try to get the plaster off of it. Oh, speaking of plaster, it's fucking... Maybe I should have worn the gloves. Maybe that's fine. This one time, you know? Getting the gloves. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Maybe we should have had 2 plates, eh, Jerry? Maybe you should have had 2 lunches. Ooh, we can't afford 2 plates. Can't even afford to feed me. Producer gets a lunch, I get jack shit. Ah. Oh, this piece is a bit bigger, maybe? Ah. Okay, there we go. That's nice. So let me clean these up, and then I'll get back to you. So here's the first piece. It seems like these aren't full Tektites, they're just chippings off of them. Which is less cool, because it kind of just looks like obsidian. You see what I mean? It's real glassy from the heat, it's got the pores, you know. It feels kind of obsidian-y. You can still see a little plaster in the pores. Yeah, that's the first piece, that's the smaller piece. And here's the second piece, much larger, still just a chipping off an actual Tektite. Like, this is the smooth surface where it kind of became aerodynamic, and then this is just the inside. That's still plaster. I'm having trouble getting a lot of this plaster off. I think I'm going to leave them in water overnight, perhaps. That might help. It looks bad, I know. Fuck me. I'm dead inside. But, I mean, like, this side looks cool. But I would have paid a little more for a kit that, you know, had one full Tektite instead of 2 chunks from a Tektite. I would have paid more for that. But this does kind of seem like a cheap kit. The tools were fine for a little dig kit for kids. But, I mean, everything was sitting right on top, which is a little easy peasy. Even the kids want to dig for it. That's why they're getting the set. They don't want it just right on top. You know? That's kind of cheap. It's not full Tektites. It's just chippings. And I don't know. The packaging also was very cheap, just falling apart, which is why it was given to me for free, because they had to damage it out, and a lot of them were like that, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't super duper seem 100% hella Gucci Gang YOLO swag worth it. I don't know, but if you just want... If you just have a kid that likes to do dig kits and they're into a spacey one, this is the only spacey dig kit I can think of that has actual specimens in it. You know what I mean? All the other ones are like, oh, there's a little rover inside of a tiny little planet-shaped dig kit. Wow, isn't that fun? No, it's not really. I'd rather have the specimens. And a lot of kids would too. I know, because as a kid I would have. You know, it just occurred to me, I wonder if these are associated. Probably not. They're all just probably from a bin of broken ones. And then they're just using this cheap kit to get rid of the broken ones that they can't sell on the actual geological market. Well, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. If you're wondering about what is this, which is a segment we do where I show you a specimen and ask, hey, what is this? Well, last time I didn't do the what is this till the very end after the call to action. So it was only seen by those who watched all the way to the end. And, yeah, I don't care. Get wrecked. But it was bismuth, if you missed it. It was bismuth, obviously. It was very easy one. You Steven Universe fucking fans probably knew. I don't know. This time I'm not going to do one. That's the thing about these. We're not going to do them every single time. I do have a few other things that I want to do for it, but I'm not going to do them every single time. Because I want to save them. You know, I did a bunch in a row because they were the first ones. But now I think I might space them out a little more. I mean, I have several other ones set, ready to go. I got at least 2 other animal bones for you to identify. I got some rocks, fossils, all kinds of stuff that you could use. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your fantastic support. I gotta clean this absolute mess up because we don't have PAs anymore, apparently. I sexually harassed the last one out of the room, and off the set, and off the lot. And also out of the country, apparently. Anyways, thank you all. Please support us on Patreon so we can get more specimens and shit. And also do other stuff. So thank you all once again. I'll see you all next time. You know, Jerry, I really think we should do more dig kit videos. I kind of think they're more interesting. But next time, could you get me a dig kit where you don't know for sure what the specimens in it are going to be? I think that's more interesting. It's more like, yeah, I didn't know what they looked like in there, but they didn't look anything like normal Tektites because they were just pieces, and they didn't really look anything like the ones on the back of the box, which actually kind of maybe sort of looked a little cooler than what I got. Right, Jabber? Give me some of the random ones, you know? Yeah, I know they mostly have the same kinds of fossils and rocks in them, but guess what, Jerry? I don't give a cunt.